Well, 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 I can't believe we've come to the closing already. What an amazing time to be with you all, and has just flown by so, so fast. I really appreciate the way that you all have shown up with commitment and courage and compassion and character, really being open to each other and ensuring that connections were made. During that hour and 15-minute break, I was making connections, I was sending emails, lots of people reaching out. And so I hope that you all have had the chance to do that as well. And I just appreciate you showing up here. So what we're going to do here is just a short closing and then talk a little bit about some Stewardship Network stuff. Then we're going to do a water ceremony. I'll come back for a final word. And then we'll make time for you all to go. I'm going to just encourage you to hop into those 2 networking rooms, and before we just kick it off, you can all gather together and just say a little bit of final words with each other and little connections and exchange virtual business cards and those kinds of things. So again, I want to thank all of the sponsors and especially give a huge shout out to PlantWise. PlantWise is a long time, not only long time, but consistent all 16 years Stewardship Network conference supporter. They are a pillar in the local community doing workshops there, doing prescribed fire and native landscaping and invasive species control. They just gave a great conference presentation. Thank you, David. And with all that, we left you off of our sponsors slide at the event. Sorry about that. So you get a huge extra big shout out here. Sorry about that. Thanks for bringing that to our attention. We really appreciate it. As we've said, one of the things of having humility is pointing out mistakes that people made and then being there to correct them. So we really appreciate that. We've had great examples of that in our virtual and in-person space too, where people are able to point things out and we're able to work hard to make them right. So thanks, David, for pointing that out. We are embarrassed and sorry about that. Again, for those of you new to the Stewardship Network, I want to encourage you all to know that we are here all year round. As I've mentioned, we'll be back in person in 2024. And so looking forward to being with you then, but we're here all year, each and every day. You can go to the job board. As I said, the job board currently is blowing up with field season approaching. If you're looking for a job, if you're looking to hire, as I said yesterday that, there's somebody who reached out and said, hey, just wanted to let you know that all of our top candidates, when we asked where they heard about the job, said the Stewardship Network job board. So go check that out on our website. The events calendar, the searchable events calendar, is also another great place to post your events, to let people know from wide and far what your events are, as well as to find events to attend. Gloves for Good. This slide is out of date even though it's only a week old. We've done more than 12,000 pairs delivered all across the country, saving people more than $19,000 in this glove work. One of the quotes that I love too, we have small, medium, and large gloves, is that they love that there are small gloves. They said one of the things that they typically used to only have is gloves that were just large and not always matched and, a little bit used up, and, really be able to show up to work days with gloves that fit everybody is something that they think helps their program appear much more welcoming. So we encourage you all to check out the Gloves for Good the Gloves for Good program. I was in a session where somebody was revealing our gloves room. So we get these gloves in these garbage bags, and so we have a room piled high with garbage bags of gloves before we take them to get them cleaned and paired and matched back up. So check out the Gloves for Good program. A great way to equip your workday or your crew or whoever you are, volunteer, paid, whatever. We'd love to get these out into the community doing great stewardship work. Spring Challenge will kick off in April of this year. And again, looking forward, as I was talking about the Stewardship Network, what we want to do is celebrate and amplify and elevate the work that you do. And so last year we had more than 36,000 hours pouring $1.1 million worth of stewardship work into the field. So take a look for that. You can report your burning, your prescribed fire, your invasive species control, your monitoring, your cleanups, your plantings, all kinds of different things. This year we're adding education programs as well, because a lot of people reported that as a miscellaneous last year. So again, check out the Spring Challenge page. We're looking forward to getting ready to kick that off. And sign up for our email if you want to stay in touch. I was actually talking to somebody else about our monthly webcasts, and they didn't know about them. And I said, get on our list and sign up, and we can keep you informed of what's going on. So next week, what you can look forward to is more of Stewardship Network programming. you can look forward to, as we say, the best ever conference until next year. So expect our conference email survey in your email soon. That'll come out next week. We really value your feedback. As you know, over the years, we've said this each and every year, and you all have given us great feedback that's enabled us to keep elevating the content and quality of this event. So tell us what you liked, tell us what you didn't like, and help us keep making improvements. And again, we really want to hear your candid feedback. It makes us better. We know it, and we want to hear it. And next week, you get the drip, drip, drip of the conference. Each and every second Wednesday of the month, we will have our webcast. So our webcast is next Wednesday. Mike Bald will join us for Lost in the Weeds. And it's each and every second Wednesday of the month in the Eastern Time Zone's noon hour, Pacific Coast 9 a.m. hour. And what I encourage people to do is put a recurring event in your calendar and then just check back on the website each and every month. And you get tasty little bites of the Stewardship Network Conference all year long. So I hope that you can join us then. And what we're going to do now is we're going to turn to a special, so let's talk a little bit about the water ceremony. So the water ceremony, if you are new to our conferences, is something that we do every year. Water's life, right? And how do we honor that? And how do we show our love for this sacred part that is part of all of us and that is key to life? And so we, when we're in person, we light the sacred fire on the banks of the Red Cedar River, and we do an in-person water ceremony where we're all huddled in the cold. And it's really been a really meaningful event. I've had a lot of people come to me and say it's one of the most special parts of the conference. And so we've kept it going virtually. So we had Bee in studio last year with the water protectors and water warriors. And this year, Bee has provided us with a special water ceremony video. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut to that video. If you have your water, grab your water. I've got my water over here. Grab your water and you can hold it up to the sky, touch it down to the earth, as Bee does, and you can follow along. So I encourage you all to sit back and enjoy the journey that Bee is going to take us on.
Yeah, the other days, they ran away and these ones waited for me. Hey, Wawa Sketcha. Are you hungry this morning? Just happen to have some corn for you. You waited and waited and now you get food. Thank you for waiting for me. It's okay. Come on, babies. Come on. Come on. Lisaninda. Good baby. Good Wawa Sketcha. There you go. Good. Mindaman. Wewinabusho. Menase Kwe Indigenous Magizi and Dodem. Minawal Laklebu Dodem. Clinket. Shimshin Akapna. Anishinaabe Kwe Indao. Niso Midewewin. My name is Beatrice Jackson. Menase Kwe, swooping down eco woman. I am a grandmother of the Three Fires Midewewin Lodge, and I've been asked to say a few words and to help get the stewardship conference off to a good start. And to do this in a sacred way, we have our smudge going right now. I'm in Cedarville, and we're looking at all of you out there, all of you throughout the United States and Canada and many other places. And we know, what are we here for? We are here because we are stewardships of the earth. We have the ultimate responsibility for taking care of the earth. One of the biggest responsibilities that we were given since the very beginning of time was women's relationship with the water. We are the ones who have been asked by our Creator to take care of that water, to make sure that water is there for our children, our grandchildren, for all living things. This is for all of Earth's people. We have been given many things to help us along the way. We have the sage smoke and cedar smoke and sweetgrass smoke to purify us, to put our minds in the right frame of thinking. But we live our life that way every day, to be thinking ahead, be thinking of what we must do and how we must be ready at a moment's notice if we're needed. So this is needed right now. It's needed every day to pray for the water. Pray for the water where? On Turtle Island? Just over here? No, from the north, the south, the east, and the west. All parts of the world need prayers for the water. We call it Zibing Oma Aking Midewewin, all the waters of the earth. So that is what I'm here to do, is to say a prayer. And I'll be saying it in the Ojibwe language. You may not hear much of it, but what I'm saying is that I'm asking permission to speak to our Creator on your behalf, on my behalf, and to ask permission from the one that has that work, the center of the water woman, to bless the waters of the earth and to lower that sacred water from that high place on that third level of the heavens. And by lowering it into our copper vessels, making it sacred to be used for the people. So that's what I'm going to do. And also, our Grand Chief, Midewewin Menase, he told us, he said, you know, it is the work of the Midewewin Kwe to do this work with the water. And perhaps we are not doing it. We are not working hard enough, and we need help. So who can help us? Those who understand the sacredness of the water, those of good mind, of good hearts, those that can say that prayer in their own language, that can sing those songs in their own language. Every nation has sacred songs that belong to them. We were blessed by a song that was given by a young grandson and his grandmother, known as the Water Song. And when that song was given, it is said that the words are very simple: to always recognize that water is life, and to say to the water as a being, a sacred being, I love you, water. I thank you, water. I respect you, water. You are talking to that water, and you are making that known, that that water is appreciated. A song is being sung, and with that song in Ojibwe, it is also told to us by this Midewewin Kwe that the song can be sung by all people of the earth. It can be sung in any language, by any people, by women, by men, by children. And you have the right to translate that water. Put your feelings into it. Put everything you have into that prayer for that water, that appreciation. And knowing that that water, it is not only on the earth, below the earth, above the earth, in the sacred sky when it falls as gimwan, as rain, as snow, as fog, that this is indeed sacred. And we pray for these waters. Nihibi kisake Shawe Nimiku. Way ya, way ya, way ya ho. Way ya, way ya, way ya ho. Nibi Kisake Kimi Kwechawe Nimiku Kishawe Nimiku Weya 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 Ho Weya 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 Ho. Water, I love you. Water, I thank you. Water, I respect you. Water is life. Water is life. Water is life. Way-ya, 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 ho. Way-ya, 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 ho. Water, I love you. Water, I thank you. Water, I respect you. Water is life. Water is life. Water is life. Midewewin. 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 Miigwech. With that song, that prayer has been said, and the water is now shared. It's been lowered to the earth, and now it's ready to be given to the people. A little drink of that water, and then it's shared with the people. In sharing this water, we're sharing the water with the earth, with all of creation. And we know in our hearts that the water is life, and it is healing of your body, your mind, your spirit, and your emotions. It is all that beautiful healing that women carry within their bodies as life givers. They are the one who carry that sacred water when they're carrying those babies, and that baby is surrounded by that water. And when those songs are sung, even when the baby is in the womb, the baby hears it and knows it and feels it. So we share this water gladly with all nations, with all people. And we know that Miniwichoni in Lakota is water is life. Miso inoji is in Japanese, and water is life is in English. And Nibi Bamadzian, water is our life. Miigwech. And Nikani Kana, in that sacred way, we are all related. Miigwech.
Miigwechbi, I'm really so pleased and thankful that we've been able to bring you this, even though we are virtual. And so really appreciate you all being here, appreciate water, appreciate B being able to share virtually. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for participating and showing up. Thank you to the speakers. Thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to all of you who showed up and made connections. Really appreciate it. You know, hundreds of people signed up. It's the best attended online event we've had, and I think that we've been able to really share in a way that is meaningful, not only through the sessions, but through the side conversations and networking sessions that we've had. So I want to thank you all. I want to encourage you all to maybe now take a moment and hop over into one of those networking rooms and continue a short conversation until you need to head your way. And again, thanks for being part of the Stewardship Network. We really appreciate and value all of you.